Hello and welcome back. After last week's video where I talked about some of the things that are ruining your email marketing, I spoke a lot about the things that aren't properly moving the needle. So today I wanted to jump on and talk about three things or three needle movers that will increase your email marketing revenue by 10 to 20%. These are the things that you should be focusing on. You've started email marketing, you're making good revenue from email marketing. You might even be making, 20 to 30% of your revenue already attributed to email, but you want to take things to the next level. You want to be investing in the things and putting your resources into the things that are really going to skyrocket your email marketing revenue and allow you to get the most out of your list and optimize the revenue that you can get from this channel the most. Because as you know, I genuinely believe that email marketing is going to be one of the most profitable channels in 2024 and onwards. As data becomes harder to come by, data becomes more expensive, customers become more expensive to acquire, and focusing on your email list, your biggest asset, is just going to be one of the biggest drivers in your business. So without further ado, let's jump in and look at these three needle movers and let's take a dive into why you should be focusing on these. So the first thing you're going to focus on, and one of the biggest needle movers I've found in my email marketing journey, was definitely simplifying things. So last week I spoke about overcomplicating things and why that is a big issue. But I want to dive a little bit more into what I mean by simplifying things and how you can sort of tangibly go about this. And for me, this comes down to the call to actions in your emails. So last week I sort of spoke about using one clear call to action, and I'm going to talk about why. So if you have one CTA versus multiple CTAs, what do you think is going to happen? And all the data shows that having multiple CTAs not only confuses people, but it actually leads to less clicks overall. So what you'll find is if you have, say you're selling skincare and you have a men's cleanser, I don't know skincare products, but you have a men's cleanser, and you want to sell more of your men's cleanser. So you decide you're running a 15% off sale. And in your email, your top CTA is men's cleanser 15% off. Great. Someone scrolls down and then you have, or you can shop the entire range of our cleansers. And then they go, oh, all right, well, I already don't know which one I want to click. And then you scroll down and you're like, actually, look at our whole collection of men's skincare products. And they go, oh, crap. All right, now I definitely don't know what to click. And then they scroll down and then it's like, follow us on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Facebook. And then they scroll down and it's join the VIP list. This is what so many different companies do with their email marketing. Like from time to time, it's okay if you don't have a tangible goal from the email and you're looking to build value. Say you're sending out a newsletter and it's a summary of things that have been happening, and maybe you share a couple blog posts, you put your social links in, you talk about a product that you've launched, and it's just a general newsletter that's summing up what's been going on. That's okay. There's times you can definitely do this. But most of the time when you're looking to get tangible results from your emails, and all your emails should have a goal, whether or not they're tangible, like I need sales on this product, the goal of the email could be to build value. But when your goal is to directly correlated to a tangible outcome, a tangible result, like more sales on this product, more views of this product page, you need to be having one simple CTA. And the CTA can be different, and that doesn't mean you need to only have one button, although there's also data that can support that too. The actual wording can be different, but the goal and the outcome has to be the same. So the first one might be like, get my 15% off code. That could be your first button. And then your second one can be explore men's skincare sale. That sucks, but something along those lines. So you see, like, they're actually different call to actions, but they're the same outcome. They're the same, they're going to lead them to the same page. That's what you want. You want to be focusing on one thing in your email. Like, overcomplicating things is going to lead to just completely less clicks overall, because you're going to confuse people and they're going to do nothing. You give someone too many results, you overwhelm them. Once they're overwhelmed, you give someone too many options, you overwhelm them. Once they're overwhelmed, they're gone. They're not going to click anything. Then people aren't good at making decisions. You need to make the decisions for them. And there's a reason that supports this too, because say the example I used before, when you're going to say explore entire cleanser range. So instead of focusing on the one cleanser you're trying to push, you go explore entire cleanser range. Someone who's ready to buy and someone who's experienced with skincare might click this and go on the page and know exactly what they want. But if someone doesn't know what they want and they go, cool, let's explore the entire cleanser range, and they click and you have 20 different cleansers there, someone's not going to know what product to get. So you've just added a whole bunch of friction. The whole point of email marketing and marketing in general is to reduce the amount of friction for someone's decision making and guide them to your, ideal outcome, the decision you want them to make. So if you send someone to a page with 40 different products, fat chance they're going to pick none of them and buy nothing. But if you talk about one product, the benefits of this one product, how that one product is going to help them, and you're running a sale and all the call to actions take them to that one product, you will see better results. So I heavily recommend taking out all your social links, all the rubbish in emails that are not designed to get those results, because you're just going to dilute the clicks you get and get worse results. Now, the second thing I want to talk about, and this is my personal favorite, this is going to be implementing text-only emails. Text-only emails are they're just great. I love them. I started doing them years ago, before I even knew what I was doing and why they were good. But I started ripping these text-only emails because I figured that people sometimes wanted to open emails that looked like emails. And now I'm a heavy believer of this after testing it over years and years. Emails, you want things that look authentic to the platform. You don't want to stand out too much. And that's why on TikTok and on Facebook and on Instagram, the ads that are working are user-generated content ads that don't look like ads. You might have seen that if you're doing a lot of paid ads at the moment. In emails, you want emails that look like emails. You want emails that look authentic. They don't need to be these crazy infomercial brand catalog shit. Sometimes the most simple things with good copywriting are what's going to work. Text-only emails are a great way, if this bloody highlights, are a great way to build hyper-personalization. So then this is just a term I've coined. This is nothing official, so don't go Google what hyper-personalization is, because I've just made it up. But in my eyes, the more personalized and the more someone feels like they're connecting with you and your brand, the more likely they're going to keep opening your emails and end up buying from you. So you want to build a real good connection with someone. And that's the whole point of email marketing, building relationships and building connections. So you want to be building this hyper personalization. And this is really good to build engagement, get people reading the entire email, get people clicking, and get people to continue engaging. And there's different circumstances and different places that you can do these text-only emails. My favorite times to use text-only emails can definitely vary, and it's going to require testing on your end and dependent on your audience. But a great way to use them is in campaigns that build value. Maybe you're pushing a sale, maybe you're middle of Black Friday, everyone's just been seeing catalog after catalog. You're going to send a text-only email from the founder saying, holy shit, Black Friday has been madness, thank you for your support, but we are running out of stock, so if you want to grab some, get in quick, sort of thing like that. Another great time to use them is in your flows, particularly abandoned cart, checkout, browse abandonment, and active on site. Active on site is one of my favorite times to use a text-only email. So someone has just been active on your site, and maybe 30 to 60 minutes later, you send them a text-only email from the founder. And I don't really like the idea of sending someone an email saying, oh, we saw you were active on our site. But you just want to send a general summary hey, it's Angus from Monetize Me here. Just wanted to give you a quick update on our brand new product range. This has been flying off the shelves. The feedback has been amazing so far, and I can't appreciate all of your support enough. We have a lot of exciting things in the work. How about you browse our products if you haven't had a chance to? Because the point of that active on site email is to just get someone to browse the products. So you build a bit of hype, build a bit of urgency in a text-only email from the founder talking about how great the support has been, how it's been flying off the shelves, maybe stock's running low. You got some really exciting things coming. Take a look at our products. Then they're going to click onto that product and they're going to go into the browse abandonment sequence. And then that is going to get them into the abandoned cart sequence, into the abandoned checkout sequence. This is really good touch points to build personalization and reach out from the founder, as someone's going to feel important. Someone's going to feel this hyper personalization. So use them in campaigns that build value. Maybe you're doing 3 tips on why you should be taking creatine. Do a text-only email. It's a different thing to do. It's a pattern disruption, something I like to talk about a lot. Switch it up. Use it in your flows. Use it to build engagement. Another great spot you can use I don't know how to click into these things. Another great time you can use it is in your welcome flow, particularly in email number 2, I find. So welcome flow number 1 is probably delivering whatever you said in your pop-up form, whether it's a 10% off code, free gift with purchase, free express shipping, whatever you're doing in your pop-up form. That will be welcome flow email number 1. And number 2, maybe you're going to extend a warm welcome or a formal welcome from the founder. Introduce them to your story, introduce them to the brand and how it came to be and what you guys stand for. Educate them on some of the products. These are great times to use text-only emails. And if you're not implementing these in your email marketing strategy, you're missing out on tons of engagement and tons of value. Third and final thing I want to talk about today is actually elaborate a little bit more on these flows that I was talking about. So the abandoned cart, checkout, browse abandonment, active on site. These are going to be a huge needle mover. Where a lot of brands go wrong is they don't understand the difference between the the abandoned cart, the added to checkout. Abandoned cart versus abandoned checkout. So these are two different things. And when I audit accounts, this is always one thing that is like completely missing for brands is the difference between these. So these are different things. Adding to cart and starting a checkout is different things. As you would know, when you go onto a product page and you click add to cart, it adds to your cart. Then you got to go to your cart and you got to start checkout. So many brands run by default, because this is what places like Klaviyo and stuff recommend, is the abandoned checkout only. So they will just be running a flow for abandoned checkouts. So when people make it to checkout and they abandon, they get the series of emails. But you are not sending emails to everyone who didn't start the checkout and added something to their cart. What if I went on your website and I added 10 fucking products to my cart and I didn't start the checkout because I got a TikTok notification, I got distracted and I nicked off and went and scrolled TikTok for an hour? You're just going to leave me high and dry. You're not going to follow up. You're not going to remind me. This is a massive needle mover, and this is sort of a massive piece of the puzzle that goes missing for a lot of brands. So you need to be making sure you have this entire customer journey mapped out. From active on site, you need to get them to browse abandonment. Then you need to get them adding to cart. And then you need to get them to begin checkout. You need to be nailing all four of these things. These are four crucial steps of the average customer journey. You can't be missing any of these. If someone drops off somewhere in the middle of these, you've lost that customer. From active on site, the next goal is to get them to view products, which is your browse abandonment. So they've been looking at your products, they're pretty keen, but they haven't added it to cart yet. They haven't seen enough. Then it is your job to show them what they need to see to add a product to cart in this flow. So in browse abandonment, you need to show them what they need to see to add something to cart. It needs to be relevant information for people at that stage. And each step of the funnel, someone is getting warmer and warmer. Someone who is active on site needs different content to someone who's been browsing the products, because they will probably know less. People who are active on site, that's a bit disruptive. People who are active on site will probably know less than people who have been viewing your products and looking at your product page. So you need to educate them and take them to the next step for browse abandonment. And people who are browsing products, they're less warm than people who have added to cart because they're not that keen yet. They haven't added the product to their cart. So you need to give them a reason to add it to cart. Then someone who's added to cart and not began checkout, there's many reasons for this. Maybe they forgot. Maybe they got distracted. Maybe they bailed out because you saw shipping prices or something. I don't know, but that's usually in the checkout. I don't know. But whatever the objection is, which you need to test and find out for your brand, then you need to use that and address that to get them to begin their checkout. Then once someone's begin checkout and they've bailed, maybe they've balked at the shipping prices, maybe they've forgotten, maybe there's tax involved that they didn't know about, whatever. Maybe the shipping time is too long. Who fucking knows? But it's your job to get someone to then complete the checkout. Each step needs to be addressed in the customer journey. If someone is coming onto your website and you have their profile, get them to the browse abandonment, get them to add it to cart, get them to begin checkout. If you remove one of these flows, say you forget your added to cart flow, what happens in this step? You have so much friction, and you would like telling customers that they need to get themselves from viewing products all the way to checkout, and you're missing an entire bloody step. You cannot be doing that. That is going to be detrimental to the amount of revenue you can drive in your business overall, and particularly from email marketing, of course. And you're going to be like really emphasizing the cost of acquisition. It's just like, this is just such a crucial step to miss out on, and you cannot be doing that. So you need to have this entire flow sequence mapped out. And like what I said last week, not all the flows need to be selling straight away. If someone is active on your site, you don't need to skip straight to like getting them to check out and complete the order. While this is nice, there are plenty of steps you can get them to take in between. If someone is just viewing products, you don't need to just shove a sale down their throat. You just need to get them adding it to the cart. Each step is different on the customer journey, and you need to be addressing the relevant objections at all those steps and just taking people to the next level. But to do that, you need to have all these pieces of the puzzle sorted out. You need to have all the pieces there, filling in the gaps and getting people to the desired outcome, which is a purchase. So to sum up, we went over the 3 needle movers that will increase your email marketing revenue by 10 to 20%. And honestly, I think that is conservative. So let's just sum this up so you can take this away and enact it in your own email marketing. So firstly was simplifying your call to actions. You need to be simplifying your call to actions. One clear call to action that leads everyone to the same place. You don't want to be overwhelming people and sending them in all different directions. What was the second one that we went over? This was implement text-only emails. Use these to build personalization, to build value with your audience. You don't always need to be sending them product catalogs or product-centric emails. You need to be focusing on building these values, building value and building these relationships with your subscribers. And this is a great way to do it. And it takes the pressure off having to allocate so many resources to building these pretty designs that do not move the needle. These are the things that move the needle. Engagement moves the needle. Think of like all the good emails that you get. It's the copywriting. It's those things that engage you, not the flashy designs. So implement text-only emails, write good copy, and you will get better results from that. And lastly, we had the flows. You need to be completing the customer journey. So this was your added to cart versus abandoned checkout primarily. You can't be missing these key puzzle pieces in your email marketing flows. You need to be covering the whole customer journey to take people to where they want to go. So that sums up today's videos, the 3 needle movers that will increase your email marketing revenue. I hope you enjoyed this. I have big plans for this channel. I want to become one of the biggest email marketing YouTube channels in the space, or the biggest email marketing channel in the space, helping you guys get the best results possible from your email marketing. So appreciate any support you can give, like, comment, subscribe, whatever it may be. I have links down in the description if you want to skip all the bullshit, skip all this, and just work with me directly and take your email marketing to the next level. Thanks for watching.